going on?
Nothing, but it's hot. I just got done cooking, y'all. That's why it's so hot. It is so hot. It is so hot, y'all. How are you doing today?
I'm good. Just touched down.
Good, good. So we gonna get into it. What's up, y'all? You already know who it is. It's your girl Cindy D and the Same with the Gang, and I got Lilbenjiisofficial here with me.
No
So
man. Man.
go ahead, introduce yourself, and let everybody know what it is that you do.
Lilbenjiisofficial, man. Y'all can look me up. I'm on YouTube. I'm an artist. I'm from Kansas City, Missouri, and I travel a lot. So yeah.
I used to live in Wichita, so when I met people from like Kansas City and other like nearby areas, I'd be like,
Yeah. It's when it get cold out there. When it get cold, like snow a lot out there, like Colorado.
it's snowing out there.
No, I'm saying like you know how Colorado get cold?
Oh
Like
yeah.
yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
that's how,
I know. I was in Kansas for like 10+ years. Oh, I know. I
right,
I,
right,
was,
right. Yeah.
I moved to California and I saw how frantic people got when it rained because it doesn't really rain often. I'd be looking at them like, "Are you serious right now?" I used to drive in ice. This is nothing.
Right, on ice. Yeah, black ice storms. Like
Black ice. This nothing. I need y'all to relax. The rain ain't that bad. Like
it
I
ain't that bad.
chill out. And then
Not,
it's
not.
like I forget how to drive when it rains, and I like people cannot drive. You can tell who can drive because of how they drive in bad weather.
Bro, it's like you gotta drive for other people because they can't drive. And I
Yeah.
believe in that. Like that's why I tell people be careful. Don't drive stupid because sometimes you really have to drive for other people that's on the road.
I will tell y'all the craziest thing I've ever saw during like an accident. It was amazing though, just because of how the cars maneuvered around the car, and I think
Right,
it's
right.
lady in the car because when I saw her face, she looked very, very scared. I don't know what happened. It wasn't raining, sunshine. The weather was beautiful.
Nothing.
She like it was like if somebody jerked the wheel really hard. It
Mm.
was right in front of me. She had like it spinned in a circle, like she jerked, moved around like this, and then
Wow.
bammed right into
Wow.
the rail on the highway. And I was like, but every car missed her. Like she didn't hit not one car. Which I was like, that's good. She didn't hit no car. But I was just like, I ain't never seen nothing like that. I pulled over because I wanted to make sure she was okay.
Right.
But luckily, it was some military people on the highway that pulled over. So I was like, okay, because I didn't know if she made it because I was like, I ain't never seen nothing like that.
Crazy
So, what made you want to become an artist? Like, what made you want to be like in that field and start music?
I mean, like ever since I was young, like I say about 6, 7, 8, 9. Like my stepdad, I used to see him write raps, and I just started rapping. And I was like 6 when I made my first song with like one of my cousins. We were playing around, and
Oh wow.
I was like, I really got talent, and I held off for some years. Like I ain't gonna lie, I stopped for a couple years, and then I said about 3 years ago, I just got back into it seriously. So now, like, I got a lot of unreleased songs and stuff. Cause like with me, I like making a lot of music and keep getting better. Like it's a lot of songs that I make that I will not release.
Yeah.
And sometimes I drop a song, I don't like it, but I feel like that's every artist. Like every artist have that problem. I don't care what nobody say. It's a
Right.
lot of does that. Like people didn't drop songs before and took them off the media. Like it's a lot of that goes on, And with me, I do that a lot. So,
Yeah. And I think it's just because we are our hardest critics. Like everybody can say, "What are you talking about? Like this is good. Like everything. Like it's
right,
good." But it's just like because we created it. Like we know when something's not right or we
right, and that's with me.
sound
Like
right.
I have
Yeah.
found everything, good, but I don't really get mad. Like a lot of this come with frustration. Like you gotta really be humble when it come to music. Like it will really stress you out.
Yeah.
And I learned that about myself. Sometimes like, no, I can't do this, but deep down I'm not stopping, I don't care how hard it gets, I'm not stopping. It's not in me to stop. I'm gonna keep going. It's gonna be people who don't like your songs or who don't like what you do, but at the end of the day you still gotta do what you do, no matter what. Be you. And I tell people in this generation, that's a lot of people problem in this generation. They scared to be them. They scared to be themselves. Like me, I'm myself. No matter who I'm around.
That's it. Yeah, and I 100% agree. Like, I mean, because you have tons of artists out here, like even mainstream artists. Like, it's mainstream artists that I
Yeah.
don't, and I think their music is whack, and I don't know how they became mainstream. But I mean, there is one thing that I'm still learning this. The one thing I'm learning is there is always an audience for you. There's
Always.
people that is going to like what you do. So you have to like be authentic and just be who you are, because
When
people know
people love you more.
Else, especially in music. People definitely are gonna like, they can hear when you're trying to be like another artist,
Right.
or you know. And I'm not saying that you can't use other artists as inspiration, but definitely have your own with
Right. Right.
now. That's why you'll never see another artist like Beyonce, or you'll never see another artist like I don't know, what's some rappers out there like Jay-Z, or any other artist. You'll never
Yeah.
like them, because you don't want to. And to be honest, I don't want to hear another artist like them. I want people
Right.
their own style, their own. Because like I said, you will get that audience, and it does take work, especially like being in some. There are some people out there that don't need to be artists.
Facts. It really is. It is.
I'm not saying because I'm not saying that, because you definitely should practice your craft. That's why when you said like if you don't like a song, you won't release it, because you definitely practice your craft
right now, and I'm not dropping them until I feel comfortable with dropping them. Like I'm slacking, or no, I'm really not. I'm just working more on my craft, investing a lot. It takes patience. Like you can't just rush it and expect hard work. You gotta really work for it. And I noticed that I'm not rushing anything. I don't want to just sign a deal or just join none of that. I want to do it on my own. I could have did it, but I don't want to do that. I'm not money hungry like that, because at the end of the day, I don't want nobody else controlling my life for what I do. I want to control my life how I want to control my life.
Yeah, and honestly, like when you do make music, and I see he laughing. It's true. Some people just, I feel like when people look at artists that have made it, they feel like it's so easy to be. They feel like, oh, I can do this. I can do this. When I really be like, bruh, no. Like some of y'all really.
It's not for everybody. It's really not. It's
really
like a people that really got talent left on.
Or me or a Simon. That's why you have people like Simon, to be honest, because it's not for some people just don't need to, and that goes for rappers, singers. I don't care what you do. Some of y'all
facts.
Just need to keep singing and rapping in your shower.
Facts. That's why I like a lot of people want to do features with me. I'm funny acting. I'm not cocky at all, but it's like if you want to be on a song with me, it has to be good. Like I said, I'm not judgmental or none of that, but I'm not just gonna hop on any feature with anybody. Like, yo, could be different, mine could be different style. We could, long as you good. That's the only thing. Like I said, I don't judge people, but rapping is not meant for.
When you're making a song, what is it about the song? Like, if you're not ready to release it, what is it about the song that you're not fully like comfortable with, or that you don't like with it?
It's just like my voice. I'm still finding my voice.
Okay.
My sound and the way I'm coming. Like when you doing a song, you want people to feel what you saying. You don't want to just sound like you reading a book. Like no, you have to put emotion behind that song and passion, music, like how you really feel. Like when somebody listen, they gonna be like, oh, okay, I get what you're saying. I feel exactly what you're saying. You can't just get on there just talking about just this and that and just sounding crazy. Like
right. No, I get it. So what's the type of, or like what type of songs do you like to create? What are the things that you like to write about?
I mean, sometimes I'll talk about life. Sometimes I'll talk about the streets or where I'm from, because I'm from Kansas City, Missouri. Like, it's crazy out there. And, I'm born and raised, so that's how I'm approaching myself. I mean, like I said, I'm not cocky or just out there, but at the end of the day, I'm still going to be me. Where I came from, that's not going to change none of that. I'm still going to be the same me, So, yeah, mostly I'll rap about my hometown and stuff I've been through. Or sometimes I come out with like a song, like a party song or some
Yeah.
church, some some. You
Yeah.
know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Right.
So
So,
yeah,
who are some artists that inspire you when it comes to your
Mozzie,
who?
Mozzie, he's from.
I don't know him or
Don't
her.
know. Oh, it's a guy. He's from Oak Park, Sacramento, and he's an artist I look up to. Like he really does stuff for his city, where he from, his hometown. Like he didn't come up. He wasn't one of the rappers that came up and left his city and forgot about his city. He showed love to the community still. He still goes around. A lot to come with that. These artists get rich and famous, and they forget where they come from. I'm not gonna never forget where I come from. I don't care if I got millions of dollars. I'm not gonna forget where I came from. You know, like I said, I'm really not a people's person, but it's like, say if it's like 10 people, I kind of be shot to perform. If it's like more people, like I won't be shot. Like I just, get out there. Like this is kind of crazy. Like I said, this music stuff it come with a lot, and I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna keep going no
Yeah,
matter.
like I've had a lot of artists on here. So doing your music process, or like especially when you work with other people, what I guess you can say frustrates you the most when you're trying to do a feature or trying to really work on a song with someone.
I hate when people is really not about business. Like if you really about business, we need to get it done. If not, don't hold me back like we're gonna do business because that's wasting my time.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
So that's yeah.
No, I get that 100%. I've been saying it on here for a long time. Like a lot of people just they're not their professionalism is just, and I don't know, like I said, you can tell the type of people who have actually worked jobs and worked a certain type of job based off their professionalism.
You can tell.
Because professionalism is something that you have to learn, and it's
Have to.
because I had to learn it. Like there were like when I was my first job ever, y'all. I worked at Walmart, hated it for 2 years, but it taught me like, and because I didn't like it, sometimes I would be late a lot, or I
Yeah,
would,
yeah,
but I had to really like look at myself and be like, you know what, I can't be that type of person all my life because no one's gonna take you seriously.
right.
Act a certain way or do something, and I guess it depends on the job, you know what I mean? But
Right.
still should have some type of professionalism. And some people are just, like I say it all the time, some of y'all just too ghetto. Some of y'all too ghetto.
Like I'm from the ghetto, and like I said,
Man, I've been,
it's trying to be professional. It's trying to be professional. You know, like
yeah.
I feel like I came from there, but I'm moving and I'm going different places. I'm trying to elevate. Like I said, I will never forget where I'm from, where I came from. But sometimes you gotta switch it up. You gotta be smarter. You can't game play you. You gotta play the game.
There you go. I shoot it all the time. You gotta learn how to finesse stuff, y'all. Like you gotta learn how to and I know that ain't in some people because of some people, everybody's background is different. I get that. But
Right.
you gotta get to a point in your life where you really like gotta really hustle and finesse something.
Right. Right.
Like you got like if it's something that you really want, work for it. And
Push
people,
for it.
I meet tons of people that are like, they kind of give up and they're just like, and, I've dealt with this too, but you do get to a point to your life where no matter how long it takes,
Mm-hmm.
if this is what you want, you're going to do whatever it
Right.
takes.
That's why I tell people. People say they want to do this and that, but never do it. You can talk about it all you want. You get older every day. The days is getting older every day. You're not getting. You're still. People learn every day. I learn something new every day. You can't stop learning.
Yes, I love you. I say this all the time.
You can't stop learning.
Sponge. I want to learn stuff because I don't pretend like I know everything. I don't, because there are other people who have
Right.
experienced stuff or learned things. A whole. It's always something that I don't know about. So that's why I'm like, you have to. And someone once told me, shout out to Fair Vision, because we had a good conversation about words, about how you use your words, because he once told me that he will never say he is like humble. As far as like humble, not like the only person you should be humble to towards God. Because if you actually look up the definition of humble, dang it, I don't have my other phone charged. But like,
No,
look up the definition.
words and know the meaning of them words, and
Yeah,
they use
yeah. That's why he never calls
which
people.
like I'm not using that the right at all.
Yeah, he used to say like, it's one thing to like, he understands why people use the word humble, because it's I guess a better word would be is to ground yourself to not think you're better than someone, because he really taught me to look up words. Like when I say people are ignorant, the word ignorant just means that you don't understand, but because of how people use it so much and in such a context,
As in dumb.
exactly, and it doesn't mean you're dumb. That's not what
That's dumb or retarded, like you just said, means you don't understand, which is you're
exactly.
not ending.
Just like if people, just like during these times, a lot of people say that racists are just ignorant. They're ignorant. They're ignorant. They're like, it doesn't mean they're dumb. It just means that they don't understand
The concept.
thinking is harming other people. That's all that means. Like people, like I can call somebody ignorant all day, and somebody will get upset about it. And if you don't explain that to somebody, they'll be like,
Right.
"I'm not ignorant." I'm like, well, do you understand what you're doing?
Right.
If you don't understand, then that means you're ignorant. Like, so that's why when it comes to artistry and rapping, I feel like people are not so conscious about their words and what they say in music. Your words have power. People don't understand the things that come out of your mouth have
People
power.
the lyrics, and some people just be sounding so just retarded. Like me, I probably could be retarded sometimes because I'm a silly person.
Yeah.
That, but I look up words a lot and I learn them. So say if I'm rapping and that come up like, oh, I'm on this topic, so that word to come back to me. That's what this mean. I can say this in my song. You know, that's how. That's what I do. I don't know about everybody else,
Yeah.
but I'm saying something in my rap and don't know the meaning of it because
Right.
people look at me like I'm slow and dumb. Like, okay, yeah, another one. They just another one. But people gonna be people. No matter what, people is gonna be people. Like if you move like that, that's how you move. You can't change how people move. Like they like that, you just gotta distance yourself. You can't really. It's nothing you can do about it.
That's why when we hear people that listen to music, they be like, you know, they're not talking about anything. And
Right.
it's popular because they're not talking about it. But when you have
Right.
actually rapping about something,
Right.
it's like, how are they? And that's always been my way of thinking. I'd be like, how is this person not big as this other person? Because this
Right.
actually rapping about something, and it's just like you have a lot of, especially like, that's why your audience of music always starts at such a middle school, high school, because kids don't really understand what people
Understand. They just get in the studio or trying to just follow after somebody or just say stuff they don't really know about or say stuff they really don't know. Say stuff they really didn't live. Like you did not live that life. You get in the music industry and of course you hearing all these other rappers and you just trying to follow after them. That's another problem. Like people don't know how to be themselves. Like you don't have to follow no one.
Mm-hmm. That's it, and that's
People listen to my music. It's not a rapper you can say I'm trying to be like. Now, a lot of certain rappers I listen to, I'll be like, they sound like they trying to be like this person. And
yeah,
a lot of artists listen to all type of music because I know I do.
yeah,
And I can't be like that. I can't.
yeah.
I mean, I to try to get a different hearing of music, but I'm not about to sit up here and try to follow after what another artist is saying because that's gonna make me look like I'm being a follower, and that's what I don't. I want to.
Yeah, like you're a copycat or like you a fraud.
Yeah. And I promise you, there's a lot of artists like that. They so scared to be themselves. They just, and it's like, I even know some that got so much just talent, but I'm like, man, just be yourself.
Yeah.
You
And,
could be so much.
and the thing is, a lot of people, and it comes with age, it comes with maturity. A lot of people, they be other people because they can't handle the real person in themselves. They're not ready to confront their
Right.
flaws. They're not ready to accept, like, I just had a conversation with somebody where if somebody tells you, for example, if somebody tells you you're doing something that they don't like, then you need to respect how they feel, and you need to be like, well, maybe this is something I do need to work on. You have to be mature enough to really look at yourself.
How can I change to make this person feel better? Like, obviously,
Right.
I'm doing something wrong, so you have to be mature to own up to your wrongs. No matter if you're not mature enough to own up to your wrongs, you got a lot of growing up to do.
You gotta, yeah, and then that's what, and then I feel like once you can, that's why, and I continuously use him as an example, guys. That's why 6ix9ine is so successful like he is because he knows what he did and he has his reasons for why he did it, and he don't care how nobody else feels about
He don't. I mean, he's still dropping videos. He's still saying he's
music.
basically saying
Yeah,
like this.
you have
He's
to get
laughing.
people like that. You can't do nothing but respect. You have to get to a certain point in your life where you, no matter what you do for your career, your brand, I don't care what it is that you do, but you get to a point into your life where you don't care how people feel about it, because you know the right people are going to rock with you. You got to be to the point to where I don't care who thinks this way about me, because no matter what you do, people going to talk. No matter what you do, it doesn't matter what you do.
You can take your stock off, talk about you.
Whether it's good or bad, they're going to say whatever they want to say about you, and you just have to keep your life.
Seriously.
Yeah. You have to live life.
That was frustration, and I was trying to come out, because at first I was like, dang, like, what if they think of my music? Like, I always just think everybody had to like my music, but now I got to a point where I don't care who like my music, because at the end of the day, if you got to comment on it, you must like something about it.
Yeah.
You like, it's something that I'm doing that you like, something. Even if you're saying you don't, it's something. Because why you take your day to state an opinion on me?
Right, and I used to get like, I used to feel some type of way about that too. Like, other people are like, people are always gonna have an opinion, but I'm just like, this person is actually working on their dream. When have you worked on your dreams in the past week or the past day or the past, like, have you worked on your dream today? But you want to down somebody, or you want to have an opinion about somebody else's dream. Like, boo boo, when the last time you worked on your dream? Because last time I saw you ain't putting out $1 invested one thing into yourself. Don't be looking for nobody else to invest in you. You need to invest in you.
You can't wait for nobody, because if you do that, you're gonna sit around. You're not gonna never be nothing. You're just gonna be sitting there just with nothing going on with you. Like I said, I got songs released, but I'm gonna keep writing them until I get 100 albums. You know, I mean, eventually I'm gonna drop them, but half of them songs, they're not gonna get released yet until I feel like releasing them. Like, I even started to learn how to kind of start recording myself. It ain't perfect, but it ain't just trash either, because I'm learning about a lot. The producer he was showing me, and I was learning a lot from that. Like, I was really paying attention to how he did the tracks and how he worked on it, all that, and I pay attention.
Yeah. Yeah. Everybody that's watching it, like I tell people, if you have a dream, I don't care if it's a replica, if everybody else doing it, if it's something that you have a passion in doing, do it. You know how many types of bread brands there are? I saw that meme. It was like, go look down the bread aisle and see how many type of brands of bread there are. So many. Go do your dream, bro, or sis, whatever. Go do what you gotta do. So, do you have any
going to continue to do that either way.
Other business ventures that you're wanting to do?
Yeah, I want to come out with a clothing line, and I want it to be Benji's Make Money Not Free.
I love.
Yeah, so that's another thing I want to do. Artists, and then come out with my clothing line and just show love to the youth. You feel me? I want to do that because there's not many people, like, they teaching the youth the wrong stuff nowadays. Like, that's not cool, and I don't condone in certain stuff like that. Like, it's, and then they wonder why the children is growing up how they are. Like, just because you live that life, you supposed to around and make it better for these kids. You don't teach them the same thing. Like that's why I said people just be
Clothes
followers.
would you like to create? Would you like to create like streetwear or maybe like clothes that are a little more, I guess you could say, out, like dressy, that you go out in?
I want a mixture like t-shirts, sweatpants, shorts, like baby clothes, real crop tops. Like I want my brand, a lot of things that everybody wear. Like I said, a mixture. I don't just want shirts, pants. No, I want everybody size because I'm the oldest of like 12 siblings on both sides. Oldest. I'm only and people
Sibling.
think yeah. People think I'm older because the way I am, but I'm not. But that's how I've always been my whole life. Like I was 6 years old hanging with 15, 16, 17-year-olds. I've always been mature.
Oh my God. So how many brothers and sisters do you have?
Let me count. It's a lot of math.
It's a lot.
Okay. My mama has 5 girls, 2 boys, so I got 2 brothers, and including me, of course. Okay, so on my last side, I got 3, 4. I got 4 brothers and 2 sisters.
Oh wow. I think it's
So
fascinating because I think it's fascinating when I meet people with such like so because my uncle, he's one of 15 kids. He has 8 sisters and 6 brothers.
yeah,
All same moms. I think same dad too. I haven't really gotten too deep in his family tree, but I've been to one of their family reunions before, and their family is so huge, and it's always fascinating to me because I'm an only child. I don't have brothers and sisters, guys. Like I love meeting people with siblings because I be wanting siblings too.
right, right,
But
yeah.
it's a little late for me, but that's okay. I have best friends, and I have other family I consider brothers and sisters, but that's crazy. Does anyone else in your family do music too?
Yes, my uncle. I'm gonna give him a shout out at Lilbenjiisofficial, y'all. Go check him out. He's really talented. His music is different. I'll actually send you his link to his SoundCloud and stuff too because I want you to interview more people. That's why I said we come together as a team. Everybody can come up. Like we don't gotta be each other. That's that's making us even as Black African Americans. That just make us just look different. Like we supposed to come together as a team.
Yeah,
People don't
yeah,
understand like fighting and shooting. I understand you gotta protect yourself because that's what I'm always do. But you don't gotta be
yeah,
on the internet. You don't gotta be on the internet showing your every move. You don't have to do that, and that's what I don't do. Me as an artist, I mean, when I travel, take a couple pictures, this and that. But you'll never just go to my every move because that's not how you're supposed to move. I feel like artists, real artists, do not move like that. Me
yeah.
personally,
No, definitely, because
do it all
I
you got it. You don't gotta show all that. You don't gotta do all that. If you really like that, you don't gotta move like that or prove a point to somebody that you're like that.
yeah. And like y'all know, I'm a big diehard Beyonce fan. I feel like Beyonce is one of the best examples to do that because you don't like when she has something that come out, she just drops it. You didn't even know she was working on whatever she was working on. You be like, whoa, she just dropped a
Right,
whole or a whole movie or a whole documentary. You don't be
right,
knowing
right.
what she's doing. Like you don't know what she's doing, and that's what I like. I love to be surprised. You know what people are doing until they drop stuff, and I love that, and that's something that you can learn from. You learn to like when people really say they moving in silence, you shouldn't have to say it.
You
Just
have to
do.
say you move in silence if that's what I was just saying. You shouldn't have to really say you move in silence if that's what you're really doing. You're basically telling us, which means that if you're saying that, that's not what you're really doing because actions speak louder than words. Your actions gonna show what you're really doing.
Yeah, no, 100%. I tell people all the time, like this social media thing, y'all. I be telling people like a lot of people need to just shut up. Don't say
Social
nothing.
media.
Just shut up.
So social media is a joke to me because I'm telling you, people will keyboard bang so much. You see them in person, nothing like it. It's a lot of clowns behind social media. It's a lot of hidden faces behind
And
social media because the stuff they would say to you on social media, they wouldn't dare say to your face. And
nothing.
that's a fact.
That's why,
If
and
you don't say what you're doing on social media,
yeah,
you're gonna person up or you're gonna do this. You're really not like that. And if you are, you're a dumb criminal or whatever you want to call it. Dumb.
yeah. No, that's
Flat out.
that's why I love doing this, because when I see people's social media pages, Facebooks or Instagram, and I see what they do, but when I get on here and I ask them questions and I get to view, like, people, like, when you look at their personalities, some of their personalities don't match what they putting on social media. Because, like I said, people
Not
show
at
you
all.
what they want you to see. Like, this, when I do things like this is a luxury. This is a luxury to get to know people. This is a luxury for people to agree for you to talk to them and get to know more about their lives and who they are, because not a lot of people are going to let you do that. And even on this, people are going to tell me, only so much, and which is understandable, because that's why I tell, like, when you meet people, like, in real life, that's why you should really get to know people, and really, because, like, everybody doesn't deserve to know everything about you. Everybody
No.
doesn't deserve
They,
to know
and
what
when
you
they
do
do
in
think
business.
about you, they take a move. How they do it. Not cool. You get no cool points for that at all. And it's like that's why I can't wait till I really get out there so I can really just help people, like, and really talk to people. Like sometimes a lot of people don't comprehend. It's not even the fact that they're dumb, they slow.
Yeah,
Mentally, a lot of people do not comprehend well.
yeah,
And
that's
it's like,
it.
yeah, you can change that. So some people you just really gotta distance yourself and cut off.
Yeah, because
They don't
some people,
comprehend. You cannot.
and I like, and you shouldn't, because sometimes, like, I can assume things, or, like, even if someone says something to me, but I have to learn to, like, really just sit, like, if it was something I want to know, literally just ask. But people have a right to tell you or not, so don't be
Right,
upset if you don't get the 100% full blown out story, because, like, it's just not meant for you to know. Like,
right,
some things are just not meant for you to know.
right. And I
So
say myself, I don't want the fame. I promise you, I don't care about no fame. I'll get, even if I was to get 5 views, I'm still gonna post another video tomorrow, and next day after that, I'm still gonna post. I don't care. It could get one play. I'm still gonna drop music. I'm still gonna do what I do because ain't none of that
right,
stopping me. The right person will always see your work and what you do. It take one person, not two, three,
have
four,
one
one
person.
person.
That's all it takes.
And it'll just boom, all right there, right in your face.
I tell people, when people or artists come here, I be telling people, all it takes is that one song.
It
And
does.
then
That one song. That's all it takes is that one song.
all it
That
takes is
always that one song. Every artist asked them right now. It took that one song for them to blow up. That Cardi B, Bodak Yellow. That took that one song for her to blow up.
and she has tons of songs that
Tons of
I've
even
listened
before
to
that
her
years ago. She had tons
before.
of songs.
Yeah, I've listened
I
to
mean,
some of
know
her
that
songs
it's
before.
on her, how she did and what she, how she moved. And all of a sudden, I know they felt bad. Like, well, damn, she blown up. Now I should have worked with her. I should have did that. Now you look crazy because you ain't believe in her. But now she up now. She done ran into the right person. Got in the
Oh,
studio.
and
That one.
same thing
Up.
about. I don't know if y'all ever watched her on Love and Hip Hop, but remember when
Yeah, that's what I'm
when she was trying to work with Self on
work.
Love and Hip Hop, and he didn't want
Yeah,
to work with
they was
her.
they was
Together.
not trying to work with her.
His head talking about,
Yeah.
dang, I should have worked with her, and
They
he
was
did.
not trying to work with her at all. They was treating her so bad, and she did not stop. That's why I respect Cardi B to the fullest. As many people was like, nah, and just declining her. She like, I'm something gonna have to get, and
Yeah,
she put no matter what. That's why I said as artists we go through so much. That's what
yeah,
people don't understand. But it's all about your mindset.
yeah. And that's the thing, is like, we look at artists like people don't understand, like, it's a lot of stuff that we don't know that she went through, that she doesn't talk about. It's a lot of these artists that go through stuff that they don't talk about.
Don't
Like, y'all
don't.
don't know really what it took for them to get to where, like, we look at people like Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, and all these famous people, but
Oh,
y'all really don't understand what they
they
went through to really get to where they, and it didn't, and it wasn't microwavable. It took them some years. It took Cardi B 10 years to get to where she was. 10
it'll
years.
take 20, 10 years, but if you keep going, it's gonna happen. That's what people don't understand. Don't ever give up on your dreams. Like I said, we get